Word. What is up? What is good? What's going on, everybody? Thanks for being in here. I gotta get some lights going. Gotta get some lights. All of the lights. Yeah, I'm going black shirt. It's Black Shirt Tuesday. What's happening? Oh, so Sandy. What's going on, Candace Sierra? Thank you so much for being here, Miss Sandy Jazz. Good to see you. Zurich Creation. Good to see you. Kathy E. Smith. If it's not in Power of the Power Hour, Lisa Burgess, thanks so much for having me here, guys. This is literally the Power Hour. I've been very fortunate. Prince, good to see you. I've been fortunate enough and blessed to be asked to do this today, to be part of amazing amounts of speakers. We got Ian, who was here earlier. What's happening? Nelson, good to see you. Good to see you. We had Ian earlier. We had Corinne in it to win it with Corinne. I think it's Corinne to win it. I love it. And then secondly, the last who's coming after me is the big man, Greg Walker. He's the big dreamer. So make sure you check out. I didn't put everybody else's thing in my scope, so I really apologize for that. Corinne was awesome. You guys are phenomenal. So I'm more than blessed. Sandy, good to see you. Yes, I am cheap. Guys, I want to ask you guys to do me a huge favor. I only have a limited amount of time. If you've been on my scopes, you know that I talk for a long period of time. But today, this is a shorter scope, a shorter version. I need you to do me a huge favor. The first thing is to invite your friends and followers. If you've seen my scopes, you like the things that I do, please invite your friends and followers. Get them in here. Swipe up. Share on Twitter, as well as share the Periscope with people who you know and like, especially since you're going to get tremendous amounts of knowledge today. I'm going to share something with you guys today. I know today we're supposed to be motivating you, but more importantly, I want to hold you accountable a little bit. And again, when I hold you accountable, I'm holding myself accountable. So let's not get it twisted. Now let's figure out who I am. My name is ebongeka. I'm a CPA and the best-selling author of Start Me Up, the No Business Plan. I'm also the founder of Economics, my last name, EKANOMICS.com. And we focus on your mission, your mindset, and your money, and the importance of those areas being congruent. Why? Because if your mindset's not right, it doesn't matter. If you don't have a mission or a purpose, it doesn't matter. If your money's all jacked up, you're not going to be making good decisions and living the life of prosperity and purpose and passion. You feel me? So today, there's one thing that a lot of you guys might be missing in your life, right? So you guys, there's a lot of us in life who want to get to the next level. Every single time on television, I hear people talking about getting to the next level. I hear people scope saying, I want to get to the next level. Everybody I meet says, I want to get to the next level. It's become part of our lexicon, getting to the next level. But I want to make something really clear to you guys. There are so many people who are stuck right now. They're literally 3 feet from gold, if you're familiar with this book. They're so close. Maybe some of you guys have seen that little picture, that meme that's always on Facebook of a guy who's digging almost close to diamonds, and it's a guy that keeps going because his perspective is different. There are a lot of you who are that close, but the reason why you're not getting to what you want, the reason why you're not getting what you deserve, the reason why you're not getting what you need is because in order to get to the next level, you have to get rid of the last level. How many of you are holding on to things that you have in the past? How many times, take a look in the mirror and ask yourself a simple question. Am I holding on to things that are keeping me from my best? Am I holding on to negative thinking, BS emotions, people who are bringing me down, anchors, right? You see, the thing is this, an anchor is really important because an anchor is good for ships. It keeps a ship in place, right? So it doesn't move, it doesn't drift, right? But in life, we're meant for growth. When you're a baby, when you were a child or an infant, who you are today as you are in the scope, you are older than you were. So growth denotes change. It also denotes time. It also denotes a level of maturity. So one thing I want to get it clear to you before you leave my scope, to get it clear to you, in order for you to get to that next level where you need to be, where you know you need to be, where you desire to be, where you deserve to be, you have to ask yourself a simple question. Do I really want to get to the next level? And the answer is yes. Am I getting rid of all the things I had in my past level? So when you have the personality that you have, when you have people talking to you crazy and you're letting emotion rule your actions and your thought life, ask yourself a simple question. Am I ready to get to that next level? Do me a huge favor as I keep going. I only got about 10 minutes or so. Do me a huge favor and share this out. People, continue to share this out with your friends and followers. If you haven't done that yet, I ask you to do me a huge favor. Invite your friends. Tweet it out, as well as invite people from Periscope. But again, I want to get it through to you guys. My ability to get to the next level of where I saw myself going was predicated on my ability to let go of the past. So when someone's calling me saying, let's go out and drink on a Tuesday, the answer is no. How is that going to affect my goals? There is nothing. I am never going to get any amount of money or any amount of passion out of the bottom of a vodka bottle. You hear what I'm saying? So if someone's asking me to go out and drink and hang out, whatever else, and I know I have something else that's part of my passion and my mission, and I got to say no to that. You hear what I'm saying? So the same thing with you guys. Ask yourself a simple question. If you're not where you are, what happens with change, what happens with habit is a very simple principle. When you're not where you are, take a look at the habits. Take a look at the things that you're doing. Take a look at the people you have around you. Humans are social beings. It's one of our biggest needs. If you're familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Shelter, sex, food, security, and there's social interaction. So we are social human beings. We need to be around other people. But in the same token, though, when you have a level of purpose, you had Corinne talk about this earlier. Ian talk about this earlier. When you have a level of purpose, when you have a level of passion, when something you're doing is bigger than who you are, there is no way that things that you have right now that are fleeting in the moment, whether it's negative thoughts, bad food, if it's complaining on Facebook. How many people do you know when you go look at their Facebook feed, all it is memes and making fun of people and negative behavior, negative thoughts? And if you look at their life and where they are, they're not where they want to be, and they're always complaining about why they can't get to that next level. Again, the simple principle is this: if you're trying to get to the next level, you got to get rid of what's happening in the past. You got to get rid of what's happening in the prior level. Andrew Bowen, good to see you. Deadbeat Doc, thanks for being in here. Guys who are in here, people who are new to my scopes, who haven't been to my scopes, I really appreciate you being in here. I am more than humbled by that. Anybody who wants to talk to me, I got Terrence Campagna in here who's in Vegas. Good to see you. Yes, I am Cheap Sandy. Good to see you. Corinne, good to see you. Guys, you guys are phenomenal. Look, Lisa, thank you for bringing me into this powertrain. This is the thing I'm trying to get through to y'all. Hey, you got the Big Dreamer in here too, so make sure you're following him because he's next after me. The big thing, I'm taking a look at a watch, y'all. I just want to make sure that I'm not going over. But the thing I want to make it clear to you guys is very simple principle is this. If you're trying to get to your level, you're 3 feet from gold. There are a lot of you guys who are 3 feet from gold. You are literally very close to where you should be. And you're asking yourself, why is it not happening to me? You got to understand the level of maturity that it's required to go to the next level has to exponentially increase. That's just how it is. If you're trying to make that $1 million, you're not gonna get to $1 million with a $10,000 mindset. You're not gonna get to the best kind of romantic relationship that you want, right? With a ratchet mindset, ratchet mentality you had before. You're not gonna get to the level where you're hanging out with people who are doing things and changing the world, who are bringing value to people they meet, whether you are a beggar or a billionaire. You're not gonna be around those kinds of people if your mindset is hanging out with chickens. So let's just be very clear. There's a reason why you guys are on this scope. There's a reason why I've connected with people like Greg and Corinne and Ian. There's a reason why, and Lisa. There's a reason why I'm connecting with people like you who are here as well. There is no way that it would not be congruent. That's how life is. Life is like Lego sets, guys. Life is literally like Lego sets. You put those pieces, you put those joints together, and you can build powerful structures. But the thing is this. If there's a kink in the Lego, if something's broken with it, if a piece is broken, a piece is chipped, if it's not missing, it does not sit the same way as it used to. So the simple principle is this. In order for you to get to a level where you're supposed to be, you got to get rid of the people in the back who are bringing you down. You're a ship. Ship's meant to sail, right? A lot of people who have anchors, they stuck in the harbor, and then they wonder why they can't be out at sea like everyone else, where it's calm. And that's the last thing I want to leave with you guys. I think I got a little bit more minutes left. I'm not really sure. It says 9:30, but this is the fastest scope I've ever had in my whole life. For those who know my periscopes, I usually go 45 minutes to an hour. But I want to make it a simple thing that's very, very clear to me. It's very clear to me. But I hope that you see this as well. If you're not where you are, if you're not where you want to be, if you don't have what you want to have, and if you think there's something else, some other place you should be in life. It has everything to do with the amount of sacrifice you're making. It has everything to do with the amount of the mindset you have. It has everything to do with the habits you have, right? There are a lot of people who have negative. Hey, Poet Lena, good to see you. There are a lot of people who have bad habits, but they're trying to live a good habit life. That's not how life works. Life is not like that. Life is a measure of congruency. Oh, thank you so much, Corinne. I really appreciate that. I loved your story too. You guys are phenomenal. There are so many. Like, life gives you a sense of congruency. That's how life is. That's how we're taught. That's what we see in life, right? In life, if you take a look at things, there's congruency among others. There's congruency among people socially. There's congruency in terms of the mindset and what the type of the level that they're living, the higher level of awareness and consciousness, how they're behaving, how they enrich other people, the amount of value they bring into each other, into everybody else. There's a reason why you guys are here and resonate with what I'm saying, because we're at the same congruency, right? Someone who is low-level thinking, who's worried about Kim Kardashian and Kanye, who's worried about Donald Trump, who's worried about things that don't add to their bottom line, their spiritual line, mental line, and emotional line, would not be able to resonate with what we talk about tonight. Again, my whole thing was that before you leave this room is to give you guys this little bit, like a sense of accountability. Because again, when I'm looking at you, I'm looking at myself too. I want to make that very clear. I'm not the kind of guy that points fingers. For me, what matters more than anything else is if I'm saying something about accountability, I make sure I'm saying it to myself. And that's the level of consciousness I want to live at. That's the level of awareness I want to be at. I want you guys to call me out if I'm not doing the things that I'm saying I'm doing, I'm supposed to be doing. And it's a hard thing. It's hard to listen to other people tell you about yourself. But again, I'm trying to be the best version of myself, who I am. And again, if you are 3 feet from gold, if you are so close to your mission, to your passion, where you know you're supposed to be, where you deserve to be, where you desire to be, you got to take a look in the mirror and say, am I doing everything that I need to do? Have I gotten rid of the junk that I had in my trunk? Have I gotten rid of the anchors that I'm dragging around this town? Have I gotten rid of all the bad negative emotions that are keeping me from my motion? When you decide, when you make a decision that all that stuff's out of here, that's when your world starts to change. That's when the good things start to happen to you. That's when you get, instead of 3 feet from gold, you're holding gold. You're encompassing gold. Gold in relationships. Gold in your life. Gold in your business. Gold in your job. Whatever it is that you're looking to do. Life is so simple. I'm telling you right now. One last thing I'll leave you before I send you guys over to Greg Walker, the dreamer, who is the man. Guys, there's an amazing book. As you guys know, you guys see a lot of my stuff. I love books. An amazing book by Seneca. It's called On the Shortness of Life. And basically, life is long enough if you know what to do with it. There's so many people who are always complaining about how life is too short. That's because they wasted most of their time. How much time have we all wasted in life that we could have accomplished things we want to accomplish? But again, I also understand, because we wasted time, hopefully we have the proper perspective. So when we understand what's happening in life, we know that we can actually appreciate whatever else we have left. But again, you have the ability to do what you want, to achieve what you want, to have what you want, and to be what you want. You got to get rid of what's happening behind you. That ain't got nothing to do with your future. That has nothing to do with your prosperity. That has nothing to do with your passion. Your past has nothing to do with it. Get rid of it. Do not drag that baggage along with you. I have baggage. I've had negative stuff. I've had a bunch of things happen to me. Some of you guys have heard my story. But again, what you do today is what matters. It's not about how long we live. It's how we live. I love that. That's Jim Rohn. I remember hearing that from Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins. I totally agree with that. That's so phenomenal. Guys, I've got to get going soon. Actually, I got to get going now. I don't know how much time I have left. I think so. Hey, Greg Walker, if you're still in here, do me a huge favor. Put some emojis in here so that people can follow you and find out what's next. And we can all jump on your scope. If Greg is in the house. Poet Lena, I want to shout out to everybody who's here. Campania. Lisa, thank you for bringing me into this. Poet Lena, thank you so much for your powerful scopes and sharing your message. Nurzu Lady 3. Why do you do private shows in public? Exactly. Thank you. So I love that. Gloria Goddess says, good to see you so much. Thank you so much. She's based in Miami. Corinne Epps, sorry, she's phenomenal. Miss Sandy Jazz. Lisa does rock. She's phenomenal. PJ Quinn, you've been in all the scopes. Look at this guy without his shirt on. He's probably lifting weights. Andra Bolin, founder of BizBabes, #BizBabes. She's just killing it in the online coaching game. Thank you guys for the hearts. Thank you for the love. Thank you for having me in here. Look, you don't seem to understand a simple principle. I am more than humbled, right? I really mean that. And thank you so much, Sandy. Yes, I am cheap. Yes, 29 days. I love that. Thank you so much, Sandy. Check her out. Yes, I am cheap. She's phenomenal. And thank you for the love, guys. I am literally so humbled every single time somebody asks me to speak, someone asks me to interview me, to talk to me. You don't seem to understand. Like, I'm beyond humbled. Why? Because, I could have 0 people in here, right? But you guys are taking the time. Because I've mentioned this earlier, that I believe in the importance of time and the importance of value. Kathy E. Smith, Thank you so much for seeing. Kathy's a good friend. She's phenomenal. Marketing, LinkedIn specialist, as well as social media specialist. Violetta Stupar, good to see you as well. Thank you so much. Galvy99, thank you so much for being in here. Guys, you gotta understand a simple principle before I wrap up, is that I'm thankful because every time I know time is important to me, I find that more important than money, because with time I can do everything else. And so when you take the time out of your life and your day and your kids and your house and watching television, whatever you're doing, to spend time with me, that means a lot to me. So I'm beyond appreciative. I'm literally beyond humbled. And I thank you guys for allowing me to be in here. Hey, Kimberly, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you, Kimberly. Yes, Mr. Torres. Time is priceless, but that's why it's really important in knowing how we have to use it. DMT Boston, Danielle Thompson. Check her out as well. Great team builder. Rodan and Fields specialist, just killing it online. So follow her stuff as well. You guys are phenomenal in here. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I'm out of here. That is my time. Do me a huge favor and go to The Big Dreamer. It is in the title of my scope. That is at The Big Dreamer. Go find him. Greg Walker is a motivator. He's a champion. He's a chief. You're gonna find out with the stuff that he's doing. I had to follow Corinne, so I had to try and bring my game up to A plus, because Corinne was before me. Ian before me. I'm sandwiched in between greatness. So for that, I'm thankful. For that, I'm very honored by that, and I'm also humbled by that. So thanks so much for everybody for being here. I will see you guys soon. Stay tuned. Follow everybody you can so that we can continue to support each other on Periscope. That is the goal. All right, Prince Von Askin. I love that name.